Hello, I'm Andrew and welcome to ESL English Practice with Traveller's Guide. These lessons are designed to help you improve your score no matter which English language proficiency test you're taking. IELTS, TOEFL, IGCSE, Cambridge English, Pearson or any others. Please press the thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one and leave a comment down below if you want to. In this video we're going to be looking at grammar. Grammar is especially important in speaking and writing, and English grammar can be very difficult. There are a lot of rules and things that don't make sense, and the only way to improve your grammar is to practice. So in this video we're going to look at some common problems that people have with English grammar, do some practice, and hopefully this can help you improve your score in the grammar section of your test. The first thing we're going to look at are measure words or partitives, and the example we have here is something of milk. Now in English milk is uncountable, so we can't say a milk or two milks. Instead we have to use a measure word, a partitive. It's something of milk. And there are many options that this could be. What do you think? Maybe you've had a chance to think of some options. What kind of words can we put in this space? Let's have a look. We could say a bottle of milk, a glass of milk, or a cupful of milk. A litre of milk, a pint of milk, a drop of milk, a splash of milk, a carton of milk, or a gallon of milk. So remember, don't say a milk. Using these partitives can improve your grammar score and maybe even your vocabulary score. Let's see another one. How about a pair of something? So here pair is the partitive, this is the measure word, and it means two. And so for the blank we're looking for things that normally come in twos. A pair of. What are your ideas for this one? Let's have a look. A pair of trousers, a pair of shoes, a pair of socks. A pair of glasses or sunglasses, a pair of eyes. You can also have a pair of scissors, a pair of shorts, or a pair of gloves. We don't say a sunglasses, we don't say a gloves or a scissors. We need to use the partitive, the measure word, a pair of. You can't just go and buy a trousers. Now how can we make these into plurals? Here we have some examples. One bottle of milk, one pair of sunglasses, one team of people, one slice of pizza. How can we turn these into plurals? Well, let's have a look. So one bottle of milk becomes two bottles of milk. It's not two bottle of milks, it's the bottle that becomes plural. The partitive now is plural. One pair of sunglasses becomes 10 pairs of sunglasses. Sunglasses is already plural, so we have to add an S to the measure word. One team of people becomes many teams of people, not many team of peoples. And one slice of pizza, several slices of pizza. You can have one pizza, several pizzas, if you're talking about whole pizzas, but for one piece of the pizza, we can use the measure word slice, and for several, it becomes slices. The next thing I want to look at is using ing verbs, continuous verbs. These should not be used after can, will, or to. And that also applies to cannot, will not, can't and won't. There are a few exceptions, for example, looking forward to doing something. But usually can, will and to are followed by the infinitive form of the verb, or the basic form of the verb. Here we have a selection of sentences, but they are wrong. They have mistakes. All of them use the ing form of verbs, but we need to fix these in some way. We might have to change the verb or change the words around the verb to make them make sense. So the first one, I can't swimming. That's not right. How do we change that? Then tomorrow I will shopping. That's not right. My brother can playing guitar. It's time to eating lunch. I enjoy to watching movies. I will waiting for you. Now, I've heard all of these sentences being said by English learners, so this is quite a common mistake that we make using the ing form of verbs. Let's look at the answers. So instead of I can't swimming, we just say I can't swim. No ing verb after a can't. Tomorrow I will go shopping. So we can put go shopping after a will, we can't just have shopping after will. Then, my brother can play guitar becomes my brother can play guitar. So again, can is not followed by ing, can play. Next, it's time to eating lunch. No, it's time to eat lunch. Then I enjoy to watching movies. This time we can remove the to and just say I enjoy watching movies. Enjoy doing something. And finally, I will waiting for you. We can change that to I will wait for you. No ing after will. And here we have 10 sentences with various different grammar issues that I've heard. So look at these and choose the correct option, blue or green. If you want, you can pause the video now, write down your answers. 1 to 10, blue or green. 1. I often go or do swimming. 2. I have to write or do my homework. 3. Don't forget to take or eat your medicine. 4. Can you switch on or open the lights? 5. I want to drink or eat some soup. 6. You always bring or make me happy. 7. The teachers let or make me wake up early. 8. I like to read or watch a magazine. 9. The rain is falling or downing. And 10. My flowers are growing or growing up. What do you think? Let's reveal the answers. So we say I often go swimming, not do swimming. But it's I have to do my homework, not I have to write my homework. You might say I have to write an essay, but do my homework. Don't forget to take your medicine. We don't say eat your medicine. Can you switch on the lights? Not can you open the lights. I want to eat some soup. We don't say drink some soup, even though it is a liquidy food, we'd still say eat. 6. You always make me happy. So you can make someone feel some way. 7. The teachers make me wake up early. Maybe this would happen in a boarding school. Let someone do something means they can if they want to. Make someone do something means they must. 8. I like to read a magazine. You watch something that moves, such as a film or a sports match. 9. The rain is falling, not the rain is downing. You can say falling down, but not downing. And 10. My flowers are growing. Not they are growing up. Growing up means getting older, as a child becomes a teenager. But for flowers, we just say growing. Next, let's have a look at this. When should we use all and when do we use every? If we're talking about each one of these things, we use all with a plural, such as countries, cats or castles, and every with a singular noun, such as day, year or song. Now we're going to have a look at some examples. Here are some nouns. Do we use all or every? Is it all students or every students? All students. All schools or every schools? All schools. All minute or every minute? Every minute. All people or every people? Tricky one this. All people. People is a plural. All ladies, every ladies. That's all again. Then all child or every child? Every child. All children. All person or every person? This is a singular, so it's every. All drinks, every drinks. All drinks. All butterflies, every butterflies. All butterflies. And is it all city or every city? Every city. All things or everythings? All things. And finally, all sheep or every sheep? This is a tricky one. Which one is that? I'm sorry, it's a trick question. It can be both, because with sheep, the singular and the plural is the same. So you might say all sheep or every sheep. Both are acceptable. The next thing I want to talk about is how to use most of, and most of the. And the same goes for some of, and some of the, and all of, and all of the. So most, some or all is followed by a noun, such as people. You can say most people, some people, all people. Most of is followed by a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that's in place of a noun, such as it, us, them. So you could say most of them, some of them, or all of them. And most of the, some of the, and all of the is used with a specific noun. For example, most of the people in this room. Don't say most of people. This is something I often hear, and it's never right. Most of people is wrong. It's either most people or most of the people in a specific situation. And this rule also applies for many and a few. So most of, some of, all of, many of, a few of, followed by a pronoun. And finally I have a few sentences, 7 sentences, where we can practice this. So in each case, choose the red, the blue or the green. Again, you can pause the video now, write down your answers, and we'll look at what it should be. So is the first one, most of, or most of the children in here are playing on their phones. 2. Sharon has been friendly to all of the, us. 3. I have visited many of the countries. 4. We went to the cinema together a few of, or a few of the times. 5. Some of the dogs there were barking. 6. I have eaten most of the it. 7. How many of the girls in your class have you spoken to? Let's look at the answers. So the first one should be most of the children in here are playing on their phones. We use most of the because in here implies specific children. 2. Sharon has been friendly to all of us. We use all of because us is a pronoun. 3. I have visited many countries. Okay, this is a simple one because we're not specifying which countries, just very general. 4. We went to the cinema together a few times. We don't say a few of times. 5. Some of the dogs there were barking. So I've used some of the because of the there. We're specifying which dogs, the dogs there. Some of the dogs there were barking. 6. I have eaten most of it. Most of, because it is a pronoun. And 7. How many of the girls in your class have you spoken to? So I'm using many of the, because the girls are in your class. That's the specific girls. Well, that's the end of this class. I hope this has given you some good ideas on grammar, focused on some things for you to practice, and given you some tips and things to remember. Please check out some of my other videos for some further tips and advice on learning English. Subscribe to the channel, press the thumbs up, leave me a comment if you want, and I will see you next time on ESL English Practice with Traveller's Guide. Thank you. Goodbye.